you identified in him that said, this guy can be good down the
It
line?
was probably more Rebecca Walter, one of my assistant coaches, who we got to know him, and he's a great student. He was looking at IU. Was all-state in cross country his senior year. That was the first time he had done something that was noteworthy. And as we got to know him a little bit better, just felt like that was probably the beginning of a progression that was probably going to lead him to the ability to be successful at this level, perhaps not at the level that he's been able to be successful up to this point.
Physically, was he the type of runner that you normally look for?
Yeah, he was young, immature, physically immature, and people who can be all-state in cross country or can run great times on the track with a body that looks like they're 14 or 15 years old are probably going to have an advantage in terms of future development over that kid who looks like he's a grown man since he was a sophomore in high school.
With Andy, have you been surprised at the progress that he's made, or is this kind of what you saw when you saw that raw potential down Liam?
The problem every time somebody does something extraordinary, it creates all of us, the need for all of us to shift our expectations, and sometimes we do that unfairly. So early on, was I surprised? Yeah. His freshman year, he ran a couple of races that surprised me. He couldn't sustain it. That didn't surprise me because he shouldn't have been able to. But then starting that next year, he started to do some things that we couldn't have predicted. And then every time he did something great, expectations would go up, and then we would quit being surprised. So then you lose the joy and the fun in being surprised because you start expecting him to be the national champion every day, to be the future Olympian every day, to be the number 4 or 5 kid of all time in a particular event every day, and so then you quit being surprised and you start expecting it, and then that just creates a whole new set of challenges.
As far as his last year goes, pretty phenomenal. The guy right there at the end wins the 1,500 meters for the NCAA championship, then finishes 4th out in Oregon. So going forward, how can he build off that performance to get to an even higher level of performance where we could see him in the Olympics at some time?
Well, and that's the curse. We all talk about the Olympics because that's the ultimate, and everybody wants to do that. And you start to, if you're not careful, you'll define your career on whether or not you made the Olympic team. He certainly has the potential to be that person. He had a better cross country season this fall than he's ever had. So that preparation that he's gone through over the years has carried over. He had a great fall. Got dinged up right at the end. We put the brakes on it. We didn't want that injury to become something that was going to last for a while. He's healthy now. Was about, we're going to line him up on Friday night and kind of have his 2013 breakout race, and then he comes up with the flu, and so we'll see what happens. But that's what you deal with somebody who's expected to perform at extremely high level every night. And so what I have to do as a coach is be patient. What he has to do as an athlete is just trust that the talent is still there, that the competitive spirit is still there, that the desire to do well is still there, and his time will come. And whatever that time holds for him, whether it's Olympic team, whether it's records, whether it's another NCAA championship, only time will tell. But we've all got to just trust that what we're doing is the right thing to do, and then relax and go out and enjoy racing and enjoy the competition like he did before he was who he is right now.
Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
Nope, that's it. Just he's probably done more for this program in terms of us trying to rebuild it, the resurgence of our program. He, along with Derek Druin, who was our Olympic bronze medalist in the high jump, those two guys, just good kids who embraced everything that we've done and allowed us to do our jobs at a pretty high level because they go out and perform at a high level. And so we have a great appreciation for him and what he's done for us.